misogynistic, arrogant, clout chaser, homophobic, tone deaf, and alpha male in beta moments. Vagina repellent. These are characteristics that make up our good friend, MyronGaines. Now, you guys see the title of the video. If there was an award for most hated man on the internet, not only would he win the award, he would interrupt the goddamn ceremony to explain why women shouldn't be able to vote. Now, I know what some of you guys are gonna say, oh, another fresh and fit video. But I'm not gonna lie, this one in particular, I really couldn't resist. Cue the music. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy WattsTV, man, and happy 420. This was a perfect day to drop this video. I know a lot of you are probably higher than a giraffe's ass right now, but that also means a lot of you are currently relaxing. And is there a better way to relax than to watch one of these videos of our good friend MyronGaines? Or maybe I shouldn't call it a video. Maybe I should call this a hit piece. Before we dive any deeper into this video, let me tell you guys the actual definition of what a hit piece is. A hit piece is a published article or post aiming to sway public opinion, especially by presenting false or biased information in a way that appears objective and truthful. And that is something that I'm not doing. I'm not trying to sway you guys one way. This is just me stating my opinions on this one individual. But I will say a lot of the things that I am bringing to the forefront today, you've already heard before, and a lot of you are going to be well aware that they are factual. A lot of the things that I am talking about today, Myron has done, he has said. However, not to say that there won't be some jokes, because there will. Look, let me just get one out of the way right now. We make gay jokes towards MyronGaines. I mean, his name is MyronGaines, for Christ's sakes. We make jokes towards Myron all the time. Do we know for sure if he's actually homosexual? No. But let's be honest here. A lot of the things that he has said previously, yeah, it doesn't help his case, like at all. Some of you may be wondering as to why I'm making this video in the first place and what brought this on. Well, let me tell you. So Myron, he loves to talk about the haters. The haters this, the haters that. People love to hate. People love to drag my name through the mud because it's what every content creator is doing in order to make money. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Are making videos about fresh and fit profitable? Duh. Yes. Honestly, that's one of the reasons as to why I wanted to make this video anyway. Not particularly because of the profit that I'm going to make off of it, but the fact that there is a profit in the first place. Can you, Myron, real quick, can you fathom that? So many people hate you that they are willing to watch these other content creators' videos in mass. I mean thousands and thousands and thousands of views because they all hate you, bro. How does that make you feel? Like, I genuinely want to know. That concept alone is still insane to me. And also, like I said, he's constantly talking about, you know, the haters. And he said at one point he doesn't understand why people love to hate on him and etc. etc. So I am going to show you why so many people hate you, why so many people have a disdain for you, why so many people dislike you. So honestly, I'm low-key doing you a favor. What I'm going to be doing here within this video, I'm going to be placing a mirror in front of this camera so you can see everything that you have said, everything that you have done, your lack of accountability, etc., etc., etc. So you can see for yourself why people hate you. Now, with that being said, let's get into the very first reason, your lack of accountability. So I don't want to speak for everybody when I say this. However, I feel like your lack of accountability is one of the bigger reasons as to why a lot of people cannot stand you. For years, you have been constantly saying the same thing ad nauseum. Women can never take accountability. You need to take accountability for your own actions. You're single because of XYZ. You're like this because of XYZ. Your life is here because you're not doing this. You need to take accountability. Blah, 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 blah. Same crap that we've heard time and time and time again. But when it's time for yourself to take accountability, you rarely do. It is very rare. The only time I've seen Myron take accountability is when he apologized to Preach's wife. That's the only time I've ever seen him take accountability. But usually what he does is he'll place the blame on somebody else or on something else. For example, the reason as to why he lost his YouTube channel, oh no, it wasn't because of his own actions. It wasn't because he was dressed in a Klansman hood on Sneeko stream. It wasn't that. It wasn't him mocking Abba and Preach and calling them monkeys and all of this other racist rhetoric. It was none of that. You know what it was? It was the Jews. The Jews, everybody. It is always the Jews. Jew. He is constantly blaming the entire Jewish population for his own fuck-ups. It is the most frustrating thing that I have ever seen ever in my life. This man cannot even admit that he was the sole reason as to why their monetization on YouTube got taken away. To this day, he still cannot admit that. You know what? Let me just play some clips in order to jog your memory. Let me show you how you were acting before your monetization got taken away.
Yo, Prince is like a, it looks like a fucking.
You should see him build momentum. What the f?
Yo, every time this thing, I got a problem with you.
Imagine them. Yo.
Nigga looks like a monkey.
Preachers over there looking like Magilla Grill and Donkey Kong having a baby.
Like, Prince like uses his head. Look at
Preach is crying right now, swinging from a monkey branch,
bro,
eating a banana, playing some Donkey Kong on the N64 because he's a stupid prick. He's a window licking stupid nigga.
what?
Now, I don't know about you guys, but answer me this. What employer on this planet is going to allow you to constantly make racist comments, dress up like a Klansman, and constantly say the N-word with the hard R without there being any sort of repercussions? And if you ask me, them getting their monetization taken away, that was a freaking slap on the wrist. Now, was it around like 95% of their revenue at the time? Yes, but they, in my opinion, their entire YouTube channel should have gotten taken away. People have gotten their YouTube channels taken away for far less. But here you are calling black people monkeys and wearing a Klansman hood. Yeah, it's your fault. You got fired, stupid. And you know what? He had the nerve to say this.
You know, everyone sits there and says, oh, you know, freedom of speech, we're tired of censorship, etc. Hey, man, this is how we fight back against censorship. This is how we fight back against big tech. This is how we fight back against all these guys that want to censor us and demonetize us and deplatform us and cancel us for having a different viewpoint.
You heard it here, folks. He says Fresh and Fit were censored for having different opinions. Are you fucking serious? You having different opinions isn't the issue. You being a racist piece of shit is the issue. At the end of the day, I need you guys to realize something, and most of you know this. Like, I'm gonna give most of you credit. Most of you know this already. YouTube is a privately owned entity. It is a business at the end of the day. Why the f are they going to give people money who are constantly wearing Klan hoods, making all of these racist remarks, and acting like a jackass on their platform? And one thing that you fail to realize, it is a privilege for you to be a part of the partner program on YouTube. It is a privilege for you to get paid on that platform. You don't deserve anything. That's another thing. They are some entitled bitches, man. They took all my money away from me. I deserve it. I deserve to get paid. I deserve to be racist and get paid for it. You don't deserve shit. At the end of the day, this is a privilege. Even I look at this as a privilege. Honestly, I see YouTube as my employer. I happily play by their rules. It's that easy. That's all you have to do. I may not get paid as much as Fresh and Fit did back in the day, but the fact that I'm getting paid at all, it is a privilege, and honestly, it is a blessing. That's why I treat it as such. I'm not going to squander this away by doing some dumb shit. And if I do, I'm gonna have the balls to say that it is my fault. That is exactly why when your own crew laughed at you, when you told Fresh that he needed to take accountability because apparently he was the one that got y'all banned off of Twitch. He told Fresh to take accountability. His entire crew laughed at him because he never takes accountability. That's how you know what I'm saying isn't far-fetched at all. Honestly, on the topic of accountability, I could go down this rabbit hole for so long. Do you guys know what this fool said when he was asked, does he have any regrets?
In retrospect, are there any regrets in not managing the transition better? Example, mixing the nighttime show with Stewie. You shoot yourselves in the foot by mismanaging. Any regrets? If you're gonna ask me personally, no. No regrets.
You heard him. He doesn't have any regrets. That's crazy. He doesn't have any regrets at all. But I remember when you first found out that your YouTube channel was no longer monetized and you were no longer a part of the partner program, you literally cried. You cried. Do you remember this?
Right, because I shouldn't be admitting this, but saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
You are the sole reason as to why you guys are demonetized. I know I keep saying that over and over again, but it's true. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, it's crazy because you guys just saw him cry that he lost like a good 90% of his revenue at the time. But then months and months later, maybe it was a year later, I don't know, he started to call his fans brokies because they didn't want to pay for Castle Club. Real quick, if you guys don't know what Castle Club is, that is Fresh and Fit's like subscription service.
Your motivation pushed me to start and grow my business. I appreciate you guys. That's what we're talking about, bro. No brokey, shout out to you, C. Avery. Notice how the guys that make money don't complain about the Castle Club is the important.
And the only reason as to why he's asking his fans to pay for Castle Club is because he got demonetized. It's because of him. And for you to call your fans brokies when you were the one that lost monetization on your YouTube channel is crazy to me. So they're brokies now because they don't want to pay for a service when you promised them that you would never paywall it. But now you are because of your own actions, and your actions have consequences. And instead of admitting that you fucked up, you want to paywall your content and charge your fans and call them brokies. You guys understand what I mean now? Yeah, this is exactly what I mean when I say lack of accountability. And also, this is just scummy behavior all around. Now, the next point that I wanted to get into, I'm not gonna lie, it is a little bit silly, but Myron is he a little sus, if you know what I mean. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Why would people dislike him because he's sus? People don't dislike him because Myron is sus. People dislike Myron because he's homophobic, but also says sus. And like I said before, guys, we do not know Myron's sexuality, okay? This is simply me making jokes at this point. But he most definitely has said a lot of sus crap. One example that I can get into... Wait a minute. What? Yo, why is my camera acting? Is somebody interrupting my...
I have a message for WattsTV.
Last time on Fresh and Fit, Fresh stuttered and Myron went off on 304s
Again!
But today, will Fresh finally overcome his addiction and stop simping for herpes-infested Miami sex workers? And will Myron finally come out of the closet and admit that he went to Brokeback University, where he developed a love for penis that was greater than Bonnie Blue? Find out today.
You had a girlfriend prior to Angie.
Not really.
Because
No.
you've never had a girlfriend in your life until you dated a foreign girl.
Not like yeah. But
Case f***ing closed.
No.
Case f***ing closed. You never had a girlfriend or a serious relationship until you met a foreigner.
Female attraction, guys, doesn't make sense. Female attraction, guys, doesn't make sense. Female attraction, guys, doesn't make sense. Female attraction, guys, doesn't make sense.
You
called in
Talk about them gay ass
to
pictures,
scream
nigga.
about
Talk
cartoons.
about them
You're
gay
screaming
ass
about cartoons
nigga.
right now.
Why don't you talk about no, it's like 6 videos. It's 6 fucking photos of you doing some gay shit, bro. You only explained 2 of them. Get out of here, bro.
What are you talking
Get
about?
the fuck out of here,
He
bro.
already explained it multiple times, bro.
Why are you hugging a white boy from behind when your lips is on that nigga here? Why are you letting a white boy kiss you on the mouth with his eyes closed and y'all pelvises and such? What the fuck are you doing, bro?
If Myron was, as you say, gay, I would know.
Watch any NBA game. Watch any sport. What do they do when he does a good play? They slap the ass. Is that gay too, nigga?
That's the funny thing. He wants to defend it so much. That's not gay.
I'll say
That's not. But hold on. He's gonna be the first one to call anything that is not gay gay.
Facts.
You're doing this. You're doing this. That's gay. You're doing that. That's gay.
Did he say you was gay for dancing?
It doesn't matter. And that's the problem that I have.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care that you look whatever. You guys are scared about that.
Yeah.
Problem is, you're gonna name, oh boy, you're gonna chill with girls? That's gay. You're the one that's naming anything on the calendar that's gay, anything on the fucking on earth that is not gay that is gay, and then when people are calling you out on shit that actually looks sus, you're like, no. It's because you're scared, but who gives a fuck if you actually really know who you are?
Yeah.
And what you're about.
I don't want to sound like an asshole, man, but I don't do shit for the express pleasure of women, man. It's a waste of time. It's way more important to protect her than to please her. Who gives a fuck about a woman's orgasm? It's useless.
Right.
Sorry.
Wait a minute. You said who gives a have a woman ever had an orgasm with you when you was having sex?
Yeah,
Do you know how that feels for you?
Yeah, but I don't. I'm not like in there like trying to like make it happen. I just like do it. If it happens, awesome. If it don't, like all right, well.
So that's like have you ever like
As a person that hates carpet munching so bad, he actually remembers the last time it happened.
Licking your dirty fucking vagina, you stupid bitch. I don't care if you're my wife. No, it's fucking disgusting. Last time I had boxers.
Is this a Muslim thing?
Nah,
you know the other brothers that do that?
I just can't do it. The last time I ate box, I remember it was like May 15th of 2013.
He remember the day.
Trauma. That's the only thing that reeks of is trauma. You don't remember something like that and look at it as a bad experience unless it was traumatic. It was almost as if he was gangbanged by Dwight Howard.
Yeah, like 11 years ago, bro.
Oh my God.
Never again. Disgusting. And it's like again, like as the man, you don't go to the gym, make this money, become successful to put your head in between a woman's legs. Fuck that. You're the man. You're the leader. You're the superior. I'm the supreme leader.
Something that you'll never forget, a true once-in-a-lifetime event, something that will completely reshape the course of time and your future in the way you think about things. Just think about that one meme. Myron? Yeah, think about that the next time you eat some carpet. That's Myron.
Fat niggas that eat box, right? It's always the ugly, fat mother that are the grossest because they have to be. They have to do the weird shit, right? They have to, Rolo. Like, let's be honest here.
God.
Me, I don't do these sit-ups to sit up and lick your dirty ass box. You, I'm in the gym grinding. I'm at work making a bunch of money.
Traumatized. I mean, that's the funny thing about Myron. His hero is Andrew Tate, Mr. Bugatti. I love a Bugatti. I don't like pleasuring women. He is that guy. A man who doesn't even like to pleasure women. Anything to make them happy and make them want to stay with you, that's gay. That doesn't make any sense to me. The men and women during their parties are so separated, it looks like they're partying during segregation. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen.
What the hell? Oh, okay. Looks like I'm back. Huh, that was very unexpected, but shout out to Random University. Your commentary was very much appreciated. Well, all right. Thanks to Random University taking over that section, we can go on to the very last bit of this video. We are going to talk about one of the last reasons that I have today for you. One of the last reasons as to why people despise MyronGaines. And that last reason is he's a scammer. Matter of fact, when it comes to these alpha males selling any type of courses, 9 times out of 10, or hell, I could even say 10 times out of 10, it's a scam, guys. And you guys know I have examples. So who the hell remembers when Fresh and Fit decided to rent out that tiny tugboat for their yacht party? They rented out a tiny tugboat and called it a yacht and threw a party on it. All right, maybe I'm being a little bit disingenuous here. I can say that it was a ferry. But it most definitely wasn't no goddamn yacht. That was a ferry. If you guys go back to those videos, that is not a yacht. You would not call that tugboat, ferry, whatever the hell it was. You would not refer to that as a yacht. When you think of a yacht, you think of a big ass ship, a big ass boat. That was a ferry that they rented out. So this particular party was for their Castle Club members. But keep in mind, they were charging $3,500 for tickets. So their fans are already paying for Castle Club, but now they're charging $3,500 to be on this goddamn ferry with a bunch of other guys and OnlyFans models that didn't even want to interact with them. If you guys go back and look at the videos, all of the guys were dancing with each other. And that goes back to what Random University was just talking about at the beginning of his segment. That's all I'ma say. It was just a bunch of dudes dancing with each other. There was very minimal ass being thrown from any female on that goddamn tugboat. If any at all, if we're being honest. You know what? I almost forgot. Let's talk about the females that also attended this yacht party. So apparently, the women that were at this party, they didn't even know it was a Fresh and Fit party. They did not know this was their event. This flyer that they put out, they did not advertise this as a Fresh and Fit event. Gee, I wonder why. Let me show you guys a clip.
None of the women knew that they were going on a Fresh and Fit boat. And I said, I don't believe you, lady. She's like, I swear I didn't know.
That's why they don't want to talk to them, because when they realize.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it makes sense that these women don't know. You want to know why? Because at one point, the guys walk around, it's like, we're streaming right now. And then the women are like, where?
On YouTube? It's on YouTube right now?
No, there's different levels.
Type in Fresh and Fit and you'll see it.
Because when I saw you, I was like,
You'll see you looking up your own video.
Yeah,
kind of.
You're going to see it.
Hold on, I'll help you out. So this is what you do. You type in. Actually, you know what, guys? Let's see how shadow band we are.
What does the ad read? Title: Biggest celebrity, cat, influencers, dash, OnlyFans yacht party. They're really advertising it as an OnlyFans yacht party? What kind of degeneracy fucking loser?
So not only did they advertise this as a big celebrity and influencer party, but they also advertised this as an OnlyFans party, meaning that a lot of OnlyFans models were going to be on this goddamn boat, tugboat, sorry. Isn't that goddamn interesting? Because you guys are the ones that are constantly telling your fans to stay away from these type of women. You don't want to have a chick that has OnlyFans. You don't want to talk to these women. You don't want to deal with these women. You don't want to be around with these women. But you're going to put them on a boat with the same women that you talk so poorly about? Guys, help me understand the logic. Don't get me wrong. I understand why they did what they did. First of all, if these women found out that it was a Fresh and Fit party, no one was going to be on that goddamn boat. It blows my mind. Why would you want to put your supporters around the same women that you talk so poorly about? Like, I'm sorry. It still blows my mind to this day. And here's the funny thing about this, right? This part within this entire story, this is the funniest part because Fresh is so goddamn stupid.
Aren't even indicative of what happened on the boat, and they're saying it flops. We made a profit, niggas had fun, we went to the club afterwards,
and the goal wasn't to make a bunch of money,
yeah.
Stupid. And I told y'all that from the beginning.
We made a profit.
Yo, read the goddamn room, Fresh. I'm sorry, that was the funniest. That was so funny. So just Fresh saying that lets me know that what Myron was saying was bullshit. They put on this party in order to get money because $3,500 for what they were offering was entirely way too much. The food was bullshit. The Rolex giveaway was also a scam because it only applied to those who were paying for Castle Club. It didn't apply to the OnlyFans models that were there, but of course it wasn't advertised as such on the flyer. So yeah, complete bullshit. Like that is a prime example of how they are scammers. But I got one more for you. I got one more. This is something that I didn't even make a video about. But did you guys know that Fresh and Fit were basically pushing a cryptocurrency scam? Let me show you guys some more clips. Shout out to Gadget, by the way. He's the one that was able to supply me with all of these clips that you are about to see. So shout out to Gadget.
But guys, get into the crypto course, man. We don't sell courses often. You guys know this. We sell this course more than anything else because we truly do believe in it. Because guys make money on this shit, man. We sell this more than our dating course because we understand that you guys need to make money to feed bitches anyway. There's a reason why we push this course the most. You guys go ahead and say, you guys are snake oil salesmen, blah, blah. No, it's because we understand that having financial literacy, making money is critical to your self-improvement, guys. So we want you guys to win. These guys have made plenty of millionaires in their course. It's a 2-week intensive Zoom call session. It's not a course. What it is actually is, and I want to be clear about this because people think, oh, is this some course I buy and then I go through modules? No, motherfucker. These guys go ahead and start Zoom calls for 2 weeks.
Yeah, once we get through that whole 2-week course, it's more like a boot camp where we did kick your ass with information.
So let me get this straight. So basically, you don't know anything about crypto. You get into this course. You're not going to just give them a course and they watch modules. No, you're going to be on a Zoom call with them for 2 hours, twice a day, 2 days on, 1 day off. And you guys are going to do this for 2 weeks. This isn't a course. It's a fucking boot camp. They're there with you, holding your hand throughout the process. You're talking to them just like I'm talking to them right now. And they're showing you charts. They're telling you what they're buying.
Okay. Let me see if I understand this correctly. So not only did you charge your fans in the Castle Club $3,500 for a tugboat party, they're obviously paying for the subscription, but now you are pushing a $1,000 subscription to a crypto scam that probably won't even work. And keep in mind, apparently Myron had an affiliate agreement with these two guys that run this crypto seminar, course, class, scam, whatever the hell you want to call it. He had an affiliate agreement, meaning Myron was paid to say certain things about this crypto scam so that you guys would be on board with it. You should always be wary about people who have affiliate agreements. I don't care if it's for a particular product. I don't care if it's for soda. I don't care if it's for food. There is a chance that it's trash, okay? There are a lot of people in this world that take money just because it's money, you feel me? I obviously don't know for sure if Myron truly believes, in this product or whatever the hell it is. I have no idea. But you are constantly trying to milk your fans like some sort of old-aged cow that's dried the fuck up now and can't produce milk. Oh, and it gets even better. These two guys that are trying to sell their crypto course, they read two positive comments that could have been, put there by those two. I don't know. While the rest of the comments that are on their page skew very negatively. Let me show you. This is just one example that I have. This says, not worth it. Others have already stated the problems with this course and its instructor, so I'll keep it brief. Pros, entry-level crypto instruction. Okay, so that is the only pro that he gave it, that it is an entry-level crypto instruction. And keep in mind, guys, you can find that shit anywhere. You can find that on YouTube for free. So why the hell are you gonna give these two fucknuts $1,000 for no reason? Listen to the cons. Jesus, unprofessional, often late, had to reschedule multiple webinars and waited until the last minute to let people know. Major lack of respect for their customers' time. They were very wrong about their overall market prediction, and many customers got wrecked as a result. They refused to take any responsibility for giving poor predictions on specific coins and the market in general, and instead victim blamed their customers for following the advice they paid $900 for. Oh, it was $900 at one point. Jesus Christ. For most of the best and brightest group members that contributed actual value in that chat group were either removed for being honest about the course or left on their own accord. There's been absolutely no attempt to rectify the situation. Conclusion: the instructors are unprofessional, amateur traders whose prediction of the crypto markets come largely from what they see other actual professionals say on Twitter and in chat groups. What they are good at is marketing, fueled by appearances on popular podcasts that happen to start gaining its viewer base around the time that the crypto market started heating up. I personally wouldn't buy their course again if they offered $10. Well, I take back what I said about Myron, about me not knowing if he truly believed in this course and if he truly believed in this product. The answer is no, because I'm sorry, if I am an affiliate for some sort of product or whatever the fuck, clothes, I don't care, I am going to look and see if that product is actually worth a damn. Because if I can tell that it's worth a damn, then why in the living am I going to try to sell it to you guys? That is a huge slap in the face to my supporters. It doesn't make any sense. Why would I do that to you? Doesn't make any sense. Why would I do that to you? I love y'all. I would never do you guys dirty like that. That is exactly why I say MyronGaines is a scammer. It would be different if this course was like $20 or whatever. Then I'd be like, okay, I understand. Like it's very, but at least it's only $20. At least it's only $1,000. $1,000, yo. You could save it. You could put it towards bills. You could put it towards shit that actually matters. But again, Myron is constantly trying to milk his fans over and over and over again. Also, I just realized that motion that I just did was real crazy. I ain't realized what I was doing at first. I take it to Lord. Hey, yo, pause. Wait a minute. I totally lied to you guys. There is one more reason as to why people cannot stand MyronGaines. And that last reason, the actual last reason, is that he gives terrible advice. This is the absolute best example that I can give you guys. And after I bring this up, you're all gonna agree with me. Well, most of you that aren't, you know, fresh and fit meat riders, you feel me? So whatever. Do you guys remember when Myron and Fresh told you guys not to live with your girlfriend? Don't live with your girlfriend. Don't live with your significant other. Hell, don't live with your wife. You know who you need to live with? Men. The homies with baby oil. That's who MyronGaines wants you guys to live with. He doesn't want you to live with a woman. He wants you to live with men. And why does he want you to live with men? Let me tell you something. If you guys swing a certain way, that's totally fine. There is nothing wrong with the LGBTQ community. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But if you do swing that way, you swing that way. Me personally, I consider myself to be straight. I would think that the majority of your fan base is relatively straight. I would think. This is why I said this is terrible advice. You telling your fans that you should not live with women, you should live with the homies, is actually terrible advice. Guys, can you hold up real quick? Can you just imagine, right? Can you, especially those of you that have like wives or just significant others in general, can you imagine if you guys had the conversation about, you know, moving in together, starting a family, just living together in general, being in each other's space 24/7? Can you imagine if you said to that woman, nah, I'm gonna live with my homies? Why would I want you here so that you could walk naked in my house and so that I can have sex with you on a regular basis? Why would I want that? I don't want that. I don't want to see you naked 24/7. I want to see a man. I want to see the muscles. I want to see that baby oil. I want to see the manly feet. I want to see the manly hands. I don't need a woman in my presence. I just need the homies. The homies are gonna keep me on track. The homies are gonna make sure that we always homies. You feel me? I'm just saying, the majority of your audience, they're straight, bro. But you are telling them not to live with women because it's gonna hold them back somehow. And their argument is so stupid. Listen to this.
Yeah, and the other thing too, is, let's just be honest, a lot of you guys, your default response is gonna be to prioritize your girlfriend over other things, right? It's like kind of like okay, if you don't have red pill awareness, right, what's going to happen is you're naturally going to prioritize your woman over everything else because she's a human being. You want to make her happy. You want to have her be able to enjoy the relationship. So you're going to maybe forego things thinking that it benefits you and the relationship by doing so, but what you're actually doing is you're actually hurting yourself in the long term. So in the short term, when she tells you, oh, don't go to the gym, eat ice cream with me and watch this movie, you might say, okay, I could take one day off the gym. You take that one day off the gym, you're eating ice cream with her and hanging out. So she's happy right then and there. But what ends up happening is you've actually hurt yourself, because what you've done is you've instituted almost like a bomb that's going to explode later on, that's going to fuck you up in your mind, where you now created a habit where you're okay with bailing on something you had planned for short-term pleasure with your girlfriend. Now, this is all good and dandy the first day, second week, third month, you know, maybe even a year. But what ends up happening is you slowly become a bitch the more you do this. And what's going to happen is you're going to do it more and more, because human beings are naturally lazy and naturally want to go ahead and follow the path of least resistance. So when she offers you something like movies and ice cream over you going to the gym and grinding, it's going to be, you know, a welcome distraction.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. So if your main argument that a woman is going to hold you back, a woman is going to prevent you from doing better things in your life, a woman is going to prevent you from going to the gym, a woman is going to prevent you from being a better person just all around, you're going to be complacent, you're going to be lazy, you're not going to want more, etc., etc. You're just going to want to hang out with her, you're just going to want to waste away and just chill with her. If you are with somebody and you are not doing anything to constantly improve yourself and you're just chilling all day, yeah, the issue isn't the woman. The issue is you, jackass. It is not her fault that you have no motivation. It is not her fault that you do not have any discipline. That is a you problem. Also, if you feel like your significant other is going to potentially hold you back, why are you with them? It's just that it's a common sense type of question. You feel like, why are you with them? Why are you around them? Please, I'm waiting. Somebody, please answer. Nothing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why would you rather live with the homies? There's only one answer. I agree. I mean, terrible advice. Can you guys imagine? This is, let me bring up a scenario for you guys. Can you imagine if you have a homeboy, right? And he's having trouble with the ladies and he's asking you for advice. Hey man, what should I do? How should I go meet women? That's the equivalent of me saying, hey man, I think you should just go to a gay bar. What? Yeah, just go to a gay bar. I mean, you'll meet somebody, but I'm not gay. What's your point? That's the equivalent. I say all of this to say, why the hell would I give some gay ass advice to a straight ass person? It doesn't make any sense at all. And like I said before, guys, there's nothing wrong with being gay. There's nothing wrong with it at all. But I just wish you would just present it as such and stop trying to act like you are these straight alpha males. Like, nah, bro, it's completely fine. It is okay being a part of the LGBTQ community. Like, I'll support you. I'd be like, bro, I'm so glad that you are finally out the closet, because your ass has been so deep in the goddamn closet that you've been finding Christmas presents this whole time. I am so happy for you that you are out of the goddamn closet. Anywho, court is adjourned. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of fun with this one. And guys, let me know if you want a similar video about Fresh. I'll do it if I get, let's say if I get around 300 likes. I'll make another video for you guys like this, but it will be about Fresh. That one right there, boy, that would be even more fun than what I did here today. That would, oh golly. Let me know what you guys think. So yeah, 300 likes and I'll do it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Real quick, before you guys go, I do want to give a quick shout out to the homie Random University. Thank you so much for being a part of this, bro. Guys, please do me a favor and go to Random University's channel and subscribe. Show a lot of love to that brother. And real talk, I'm not even gonna lie, I owe Random University an apology, strictly because this video was supposed to be out like a month and a half ago. But things got really busy at my job, and to make it a long story short, I got way too important way too fast, and I took on a lot of responsibilities that took up like the majority of my time. So between work, making this video, and still trying to make other content, I was being stretched very thin. But now that I got a handle on things and I got this video out the way, oh man, I got a lot cooking for you guys. So not only am I going to be collabing with Random University again, I'm also going to be collabing with some other content creators too. Shout out to Logix, shout out to Sandra. I have a lot of content coming your way, and regular content is coming back, guys. Like, I know I said it last week, but deadass, like, it's coming back because I'm trying to hit 20K. So make sure that you guys subscribe. I'm trying to hit 20K in soon. So make sure that you run it up. But again, I really do appreciate all of your patience. Thank you so much. Thank you for still showing love, even though I wasn't even active for almost a week. So thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate all of you. Like I said, subscribe. Make sure you join the live next week. And yeah, I will see you guys later, man. Peace.